So I have with me here Batu.
Yes.
Yeah. So we found out that forest landscape restoration as presented by this example in Mongolia takes place in a desert biome with harsh climatic and edaphic conditions for tree survival and growth. And establishing new forest and revegetation of landscape to combat desertification requires new and innovative approaches to FLR. In this context, the lesson that was learned is this: building technical and human capacity contributes to obtaining the desired results. So, can you explain how the FLR initiatives in your region manage to build the necessary technical capacities and even human capacity for obtaining good results in the rehabilitation of the landscape?
Thank you. Since Mongolia is located in the in Asian country and also the landlocked country, it has a very the continental climate, and also we do have facing some problems, environmental problems, including land degradation and also the desertification and also the loss of the forest resources. So the government of Mongolia is also paying attention to the restoring the initiative, some forest landscape restoration the initiatives in different parts of Mongolia, since we have many different geographical natural zones. So this case is showing in the northern part of Mongolia, where the forest and also the steppe area are the meeting point, if we say the forest steppe area. So this area is one of the successful case of the restoring the native species of that one. So in order to successfully implement such kind of, actually it's quite big, the area, massive area of the restoration in the northern part where the Russian-Mongolian border side. And in order to have that one, the case was one of the success, and in order to implement, we have had the continuous support of both government of Mongolia and also some international corporations, some donor aid organizations have supported this project area, and also the technical support and also the capacity development of human resources was one of the success of this restoration initiatives in northern part.
Okay, now, what do you think is or from your study, what is the future of forest landscape restoration in the arid zones of Mongolia?
Yes, around more than 80% of Mongolian territory belongs to the arid zone. So even though we do have forest, but it's under the very stressful condition, that means the water deficit condition. So in order to successfully implement in every region, specifically the restoration activities, the important thing is the selection of the appropriate species, because it's without the selection of those species, even though there is the varieties for the certain land area, it's very important. And also the reducing the cost for the implementing this kind of large-scale restoration by using the different species and also the breeding of the different varieties. Of course, there is also enhancement of the capacity building, specifically the young generation in forestry fields, and also the communication within the central government and also the local government, which were implementing this the project or the initiatives. And of course, there is many the international the donor organizations or the different countries are supporting Mongolian restoration projects. In this case, I should mention that Republic of Korea Forest Service is also taking very much the attention to pay the restore the forest land and the restoration of Mongolian forests. Yeah.
So thank you very much for all this interesting insight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.